All right, welcome, folks. Well, Juju Gang, congrats. 894 close. I wasn't going to go live, and trust me, I'm not going to go live for a very long time. So you have me while you have me here. What a close. I just had to. All-time high closing for Tesla today, 894. We're sitting a little bit down after hours. If you didn't hear, Snap earnings came out and they kind of killed the market in terms of ad revenue coming in. So any sort of social media company is down pretty much after hours. Facebook's down 5%. But let's talk about Tesla. Forget about that for a second. 894. We touched $900 today, folks. How's it going, everyone in the chat? Too many names to read off. I see you guys all coming in. Thanks for hitting like. We hit $900 today. And by the way, if you're watching on replay, let me know in the comments as well. We hit $900 today, slapped essentially right off of 900. And honestly, you guys know how I felt about Tesla earnings last night. You guys were on the stream. Loved Tesla earnings, loved everything that was happening. But I still was like what I used yesterday, cautiously optimistic, right? Cautiously optimistic. I did not expect a 3% update. And thank God, by the way, thanks to you guys giving me, not advice, on the chat to close my short calls. Thank you, because I would have been underwater on those, albeit it wouldn't have been terribly bad because I'm long, obviously, shares and leaps anyways. So, but man, what a great day overall. Will we see continuation past 900? That's kind of the $1 million question. I would not be surprised if we see the similar sort of action that we saw at 800. And no, that's not me trying to be a Debbie Downer, but zooming into the 800 level, how many times did we have to crack, or how many times did we have to punch 800 before we actually went through it? I can actually count right here. So let me just bring this up. Once over here, we actually punched through, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and kind of 5th time was the charm. So albeit 900 is all-time high, so there's not like there's a million sellers sitting up there with an average cost. But whenever you're approaching all-time highs, you're going to have you're going to have resistance, and it is what it is. I mean, count your blessings. I'm counting my blessings at least. With how Tesla's been performing, it really is looking like Dan Ives said, that Tesla is going to be a 4-digit company very, very soon. We're only $100 away, $106 away from it being $1,000 per share. It's kind of nuts, right? And I'm seeing the comments coming in. You know what's so funny, right? I'm kind of getting the gist from you guys' comments about this. I have people in my life, friends, family, who are messaging, asking about, should I buy Tesla on a day like today, when you know me, I like buying stocks on the cheap. I like buying stocks on red days, pardon me. So everyone FOMOing, and I can't help to think, how much retail FOMO is going to come? Is there going to be retail FOMO? Is retail FOMO even going to be a large portion of what can drive the stock up? These are all the questions that I'm kind of facing, that I'm asking myself as we go through it. Because at $600, at $550, like in February, March, April, no one wanted to touch Tesla. Like my friends that I'm talking about, they were saying Tesla is overvalued. That's why it's come down. This is why the stock market of the long run really appeases to rational people. And trust me, I'm not rational. I'm quite the opposite. You guys know that. But at the end of the day, people are coming in and looking at the stock price when it's climbing, and they want a piece of the pie. So I find it interesting as well. And we're 40 cents away from all-time high. Remember, $900, whenever you have a whole number like 900, 800, you're going to have psychological barriers there. You're going to have lots of stops being triggered. Not a lot of buy orders at 901, right? But once you pass it, there's going to be something there. Is there any retail FOMO left? Well, I mean, that's the question I'm trying to have is there any retail FOMO left? I don't know. I mean, I suppose if and when should in this week Tesla pass all-time highs, perhaps we see Wall Street bets come back into Tesla, push Tesla, or whatever it might be. Because when something's making new all-time highs, you think you're seeing a lot of tweets about Tesla right now, but when it actually hits all-time highs, it's going to be massive. It's going to be, Tesla just made a new all-time high, 911 or 912 or 930. Like, this is going to kind of feed through. And to be honest, we got a lot of upgrades today as well. Shout out to Bradford for this tweet. He consolidated all the upgrades and downgrades that we got today. And welcome everyone in the chat, by the way. And if you're listening on replay, let me know. Throw in a hashtag replay or something. But thanks Brad, for if you watch this, thank you for consolidating all of the upgrades that we got. So New Street went from 900 to 1298. Canaccord went from 940 to 1040. Wedbush went from 1,000 to 1,100. DB went from 900 to 1,000. Bank of America went from 900 to 1,000. Mizuho went from, I'm butchering that name, I apologize, 825 to 950. Goldman Sachs went from 875 to 905. And you kind of get the idea. The least one being Roth, going from 150 to 250. So, if you look at this, if you look at this just based on upgrades, it looks like New Street is probably the street high. Unless you guys know in the comments, let me know if there's another street high past $1,300. But man, a lot of upgrades today. And I kind of made this comment yesterday. It was, how do you ignore the earnings report that Tesla just put out? A greater than 30% gross margin, a greater than 14% operating margin. Just nuts, just crazy. And by the way, just for context, you're not going to be able to read a lot of these notes. Some of these are public, some of these aren't. Some of those you might be able to find on Twitter. Some of them actually give you copyright because they only want their clients to see this sort of stuff, right? Sometimes it is public. But it's just incredible to see. Remember, so what we're seeing now, in my humble opinion, is really just a massive shifting of perception of Tesla from being an auto company to now all of a sudden Tesla's margins, that everyone was saying, hey, Tesla's going to have these sort of margins. And I don't think we're over yet. Q4 might be a little bit dip, like Zach said, but I guess we'll find out. But now all of a sudden it's, hey, is Tesla really an auto company, or are they more of a tech company with these margins, right? Abel says, I'm in the bath. Wow, great. Thanks, Abel. That's hilarious. Let me know in the chat where you guys are tuning in from. Probably a lot from work, I'm guessing. But essentially, what we see here is financial analysts going, 30% gross margin and 4680s have yet to come out. New gigafactories have yet to come online, yet they're incurring costs for it. New innovations to still come. For example, the Gigapress and the single casting, Model 3s, Model Ys. Just so much engineering prowess that if you talk about efficiency, it's not, that knob of efficiency is still yet to be cranked up, say the Tesla bulls like us. And so when they look at the margins, they go, okay, 30% already. Okay, I guess 28.8 X ZEV credits, because you can back those out. Are we going to get Apple-like margins? And that's what Gene Munster was saying on CNBC. You guys know that we went live yesterday with you guys are saying you're in the car. Nice. And Barry is saying, do you expect a possible stock split? I don't think so. I mean, Elon has said that it's not imminent now. He doesn't really think it's going to happen at the moment. We were talking about this in our Discord today. By the way, if you want to join our Juju gang and the good Juju vibes that we get all around, just a couple hundred of us in the Discord, Patreon link is in the description. Check it out. But we were talking about this today where I think it was RS, shout out to you, RS, on Discord saying, bringing up, again, a great point. There's a lot of new employees that are about to come up at Berlin, in Austin, maybe even Fremont as they increase their capacity. Why not wait for a stock split after they've been onboarded? Why not wait for a stock split after a lot of them have passed probation, maybe 1 year vesting, like after that point? Because, you're going to hire all these employees. They might be a little bit choked if you do all of the stock splitting and whatnot beforehand, before they get to vest anything. And I'm not sure how the options compensation works or the stock comp at Tesla really. But, I think that's something to keep in consideration is once I think a lot of the employees are onboarded, it might make more sense. Yes. And we're not even talking about energy. I know you see comments here about energy and all that sort of stuff. Jupiter's on a 14-hour flight. Hey, Jupiter, shout out to you watching me in the Mile High Club. That didn't come out right. That's what she said. And also, as we move forward, sorry, guys. I'm also like 5, I feel like. As we move forward, so 894, let me know in the comments what you guys think. But, a rest day would probably be healthy for Tesla. I mean, that being said, have we seen one in a while? I mean, the last rest day was a couple of days ago. Yes, for sure. But resting here before 900, we saw a lot of sellers sitting here below 900. In fact, I pulled up a screenshot. I wonder if I can show it here on the screen. Here we go. This is for my time. This is for my level 2 on Interactive Broker. So, this is ever changing. But you'll see, I saw a big lot of shares sitting on the level 2 on the ask at 900, 164,700 lot size. So, a lot of shares to still be sold potentially. Are these spoofs? I don't know. I guess we'll find out once Tesla does. And this was towards the end of the day, so you can keep that into consideration there. And Martin says the 3-day rule. Tyler, how's it going? Sanju, how's it going? It's okay. The 3-day rule really didn't feel like the 3-day rule this time around. And I don't know. 3-day rule gets us to Monday. Let me know in the thoughts what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about the 3-day rule right now. I'm just thinking all these upgrades have already come. So the cautious optimist in me is saying, well, all these upgrades have already come, and to be honest, they've come out like the day after, which I did not expect. I'm not sure if we see the 3-day rule, but typically what we've been seeing on Fridays is Tesla, chills out a little bit, and then from there it does on Monday usually get pumped. I don't know, by market makers or whatever it is, because they want to sell us options. Who knows? So I guess we'll find out. Who knows what's going to happen? Obviously, no financial advice. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of 3-day rule comments for sure. Yeah. And to be honest, as we move forward here, if we can sit, like I said, between 880, 900 and really drain out maybe some sellers sitting here at 900, out of the Discord conversations that we've been having, it seems like a lot of people in the Juju Gang think we're not going to have as much resistance at 900 as we did at 800. And to be determined, I hope that's the case. And I guess logically speaking, that could make more sense. But I just do know that there's a lot of likely shorts sitting at 900, ready to short at 900, and then just for scalp trading purposes at least. So today is incredible. And I'll kind of just say this as well, is if Tesla's numbers weren't very good, we'd be like, if Tesla just came out, in my opinion, and they just met expectations, like EPS, they just met, automotive gross margin ex ZEV credits was 25%, like still amazing numbers, right? For an auto company, and just met expectations. And you guys can let me know, like Ye saying down 30%. Yeah, Tesla would be red today. And it's the sad reality, but it's true, is Tesla has these very high expectations when it comes to earnings. The fact that all these traders, like Gary Black has been saying, all these scalpers, all these hedge fund frontrunners that have been buying Tesla in the run up since delivery numbers coming out till today, have been able to likely sell a large portion of their front running. And then there's still yet more demand coming in for Tesla net to then be green on the day is very good news. Alex saying, I don't think there's very many bag holders past 900. Shorts will push it down, I imagine. And we'll find out as kind of 900 gets tested. The classic Tesla, by the way, you guys know this from last year, pre-S&P inclusion, the classic Tesla is when there's a hard level, what happens? When there's a hard level like 900, the old Tesla pre-S&P inclusion would just gap up pre-market, futures would be red, Tesla would gap up past that level and just continue to run. So there's a lot of gaps that were made back in the day, right? So Aaron saying, Yashu, rate Zach's performance on the call yesterday. I thought Zach and Drew did good in terms of actually getting out, disseminating information. If we're being honest, I think the earnings call could have just been put out into a PDF form, and we would have gotten all the kind of insights. I think the only major insight that we did get, and let me know if I'm wrong, I think is the 4680s are still pretty much on track to be for the first half of next year, which I think is really exciting news. But the rest of it was very scripted, which is fine, right? You want to stick by the script, and I think Wall Street appreciates that because I have these kind of weird theories, right? And I do think there's a kernel of truth to this. Wall Street algos really like to actually transcript a lot of these earnings calls, and the transcripts not only transcript it, but then they run it past an algo to get bullish or bearish sentiment. And let's be honest, when Elon's talking, it's hard to transcript what's kind of been happening because his thoughts are all over the place, and they're really more engineering focused. Whereas when Zach's speaking, it's just brutal numbers, bottom line, what's happening, not a lot of future context, predictions or anything like that. So it's a lot easier on the mental capacity wise for them to do put online. But I thought it was I thought it was an earnings call. Like, you ever listen to an Apple earnings call, an Amazon earnings call? Like, it's the way it is. Like, earnings calls aren't, they aren't like battery day. Okay, they aren't like AI day. They're an earnings call. And to be honest, if you probably asked Tesla PR, oh sorry, they don't have a PR team. If you asked Tesla finance team, it's just Tyler saying it's a snooze fest. If you ask them, they probably hate doing them anyways, to be quite honest. So we'll find out. All right, guys. Much love. Lots of comments coming in, and yes, we may have to rest here before the next ride up. Who knows? Tomorrow is Friday, by the way, and you guys know on Friday we do Power Hour on this channel. So if you're new here, hit subscribe, join the family. If you like Tesla, you'll like this channel. By the way, I will announce right now, next Friday, not tomorrow, next Friday, October 29th. On Power Hour, I will be having Emmett Peppers back on the channel, and we'll be just pretty much probably likely shooting the shit on the stream, looking at Tesla stock, talking options, talking stock as kind of the market goes on. So I think I'm going to shift into more of a have people on during Power Hour, just chill out, kind of like a couple of weeks ago when we had Bradford on, we were just kind of talking stock. So again, come hang out. Emmett threw an idea around with doing like a 24-hour Tesla channel, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about that as well. So we'll find out. Great news, or great stock price day at the very least. Really awesome day yesterday with the report, guys. I appreciate your support. This channel has been growing tremendously fast in my standards, at least. So I appreciate all the support that I've been getting. So much love. Take care. Good juju only. If you want to join our Discord, our private community, Patreon link is in the description. You can also join us on the YouTube membership as well. Thanks for subscribing, Brendan. Okay, guys. Thanks, everyone. Take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Power Hour. And go watch my video. I reacted to Yahoo Finance's, or Tasha Keeney that came on Yahoo Finance. And I reacted to that. So go watch that video. I posted it this morning. It's doing really well. So yeah, there it is. All right, guys. Take care. Like I said, just quick stream here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace, guys. Bye.